Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this Monday morning mountain weather forecast, and let's go to a live view up there at Arapahoe Basin. It snowed probably 6, 7, 8 inches up there at Arapahoe Basin and also Loveland, and I'll show you Loveland in a second. But right now, starting to see that storm clear from the Continental Divide. You can see the east wall right there and all the new snow, but the clouds are clearing because the storm is moving into southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, so it's taking the energy away. It's taking the lift away from the Continental Divide. Let me show you Loveland. It's still a little bit shrouded there, but you can see it. I mean, new snow all over everything, and the snow stake is showing about 6, 7, maybe 8 inches of new snow up there in the last 24 hours. Great to see that. All right, here's radar out of Colorado, so you can immediately see where the emphasis is. It's all in southern Colorado, south of Colorado Springs, down into I-25, La Veta Pass, the Sand Grays, the eastern San Juans, and northern New Mexico. So the storm will sit in this area all day today and spin, and then move away this afternoon and tonight. Here's what's next. Pacific Northwest radar. So this is going to send a cold front. You can almost see the leading edge. It'll send a cold front out from BC down into Idaho, Montana, brushing Utah into Wyoming, Colorado, between 11.5 and 11.6. That's the same cold front that will turn into a major area of low pressure over the four corners. So that's what's coming. Here's the water vapor satellite imagery. Let me give you the lay of the land. So drier air aloft on this is orange-red colors. Moisture aloft is in the whites and the blues, and there's our low pressure over southern Colorado right now and northern New Mexico. And we picked up like a wet inch of snow in Denver this morning, very early this morning. The roads were just wet, but this was kind of like our first real snowfall. And we've got another one coming into Denver Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and that's going to be colder with more accumulation. But this low will begin to move away. There's our next storm system sending that cold front out. That's the one that's going to race down into the Intermountain West. And then eventually this low is going to develop on the backside and become a major area of low pressure. All right, so here are my bullet points this morning. Storm system today, southern Colorado and New Mexico. Cold front 5 and 6, which is up in the Pacific Northwest right now, turns into a cutoff low, a major storm system for New Mexico and Colorado, 11.7 through 11.9. And then another cold front is still kind of lined up for 11, 11, 12, and 13. Here are the key dates for snowfall potential in the Wasatch, the Tetons, Colorado, and Tahoe. Several dates for the Tetons in Colorado. But Tahoe, unfortunately, I just don't have anything. You're out of the storm track at this point. All right, time height forecast, sand-gritty Crystal Mountains in southern Colorado. Really in the center of a lot of this action. So this is a humidity forecast. Higher humidities are in green, drier air is in the yellow and oranges. You're looking at a vertical slice of the atmosphere over the next 72 to 80 hours roughly. And the timeline is at the bottom, and you read it from right to left. We're in the moisture today and tonight across the sand grays. That's the green. Seeing some lift, a lot of lift and transport. And then a little bit of a drier pocket followed by the next increase in humidity with the cold front, and it's going to stay high through 11.9. So we're in the heavy snow in southern Colorado. Basically 11.6 through 11.9. Lots of lift with this. Here's the jet stream forecast. So by close of business today, you can see the trough over Colorado and New Mexico. The storm system moves away. Here comes the cold front. This is 11.5, north-south orientation of the jet. Cold front slides straight down through the Intermountain West. Then the cutoff low. Look at the four corners. You see the cutoff low from the main flow. That low is developing, moves back into New Mexico and Colorado, snowing for a second time over many of the same areas. 11.8, it's still there on 11.9, and then it moves away. And here comes the next cold front. And straight down out of Canada, right there, 11.11, 11.12, and 11.13 into the Intermountain West. All right, so here is forecast rain, snow, and cloud cover. This is by 5:30 this afternoon. Leftover snow, Colorado, New Mexico. Next cold front coming out of BC in the northern tier. Push this into Tuesday. Here it comes, snow, and it's all snow with this one. It's much colder. It's all snow down to the valley floors and all of the Intermountain West. This is the next shot of snow for the Denver area as well. Denver and I-25 between Tuesday night and Wednesday will pick up potentially several inches of accumulation. And you can see the blue. I mean, it's widespread. That continues into 11 6. A little bit of a break here on 11.7 because the low is down in the Four Corners, New Mexico, gathering strength. Then it's going to spin back up and moves north, bringing snow back to much of Colorado and Denver by the end of the week and the start of the weekend, and then it's gone. Here comes the other cold front, 11.11. There it comes out of the northern tier, 11.12 and 11.13, spreading some additional accumulations all the way down into Colorado. All right, my latest numbers look like this. So rest of today through tomorrow, maybe an inch, and that happens mainly as that front comes south in the Wasatch and in the Tetons tomorrow. So those numbers are mainly tomorrow. Some leftover snow in southern Colorado, northern New Mexico today, and then the additional numbers you see there happen tomorrow, 11.5. Some decent numbers up in BC, through interior BC, and 4 or 5 inches in northwest Montana and Idaho. Here's the big period. So still looking at a sizable bullseye over Colorado and New Mexico, anywhere in the pink color is a foot or more. I mean, we could be looking at 1, 2, 3 feet of snow between Tahoe, Ski Santa Fe, Angel Fire, Cuchara, the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, the Wet Mountains, and even Pikes Peak could get significant amount of snow out of this. Pretty good snow over the San Juans in my forecast, especially the eastern flank of the San Juan Mountains around Wolf Creek. And a lot of those areas, Wetterhorn, Uncompadre, San Luis Peak, could be getting 1, 2, 3 feet of snow. About a foot and a half between 11.6 and 11.13 over Summit County, and I'll zoom in on that in a second, in the Front Range high peaks of Colorado. So Summit County, Arapahoe Basin, Loveland, Keystone, Winter Park, looking at 14 to 18 inches in that scenario. Up in BC, anywhere in pink purples over a foot, and moderate accumulations for northwest Montana and parts of central and northern Idaho. Nothing for the Sierra, unfortunately. Let me zoom into the I-70 corridor of Colorado. So again, between 11.6 and 11.13, if the storm plays out like this, storm systems, then we get over a foot of accumulation through a lot of the big ski areas of Colorado. Let me take you down south into southern Colorado. So you've got the Sangre de Cristo, the spine of the Sangres right there. Crestone Peak all the way down to Culebra, running all the way down to Tahoe. Anywhere from 1 to 3 feet in those areas. Even Alamosa, down on the valley floor, could see a foot of snow. That would be big time for them. Del Norte could see heavy snow. Wolf Creek, of course, looking at a couple of feet. Up to Monarch could see close to 2 feet of accumulation as well. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this morning mountain weather update here on this Monday. I'll take you back and run you through these one more time. All of today through tomorrow, right there. And then by the time we get into 11.6 through 11.13, we have a whole new setup in Colorado and New Mexico. Guys, take care and have a great day today.